Welcome back to the fort.
And then maybe we're only going to be listing for like the type. We just want just events. We're not doing scheduler and we're not doing form. If we are purposely excluding events, which we do that at my institution, like, this is a special event that is specific for this scholarship or this program, we're never going to advertise that kind of event in one of these ongoing emails. They get their own specialized one-off series of emails. Then I like to very specifically remove those by event title, or maybe you can do it by folder or template, whatever it is. So we're just going to say event title. I'm going to say we don't want this. And where's that Derby? I feel like I was just picking on Derby, but I knew nothing about. But like, I don't want to advertise for the Derby High School. Maybe that's a special one-off thing. Maybe we don't want to advertise that for some reason. And we also don't want to advertise anything that's in the folder of, let's see what Clean Slate has for folders. Advising portals. We don't want to advertise advising portal events to our prospective students. That's actually what I used last time I did this. Huh. Oh, that's fun. So, and we're going to save this again, but we're going to pop right back into this. So now comes this group specific piece. So we are purposefully excluding events that we don't want anyone to see. But maybe we have international students and we have international events and we only want to display international events to those international students. Or we just want to display out of state to out of state students. Or we want to only display business events to business majors. That's where this next piece is going to come in. I'm just going to drop this to the top just because. So we're just going to call this group specific events. And again, naming doesn't really matter here. And there is two sides of this. So we're going to list the conditions for the group specific events. And then there is going to be one last filter that is just like, okay, give us all the other events then. So if you are updating or adding a new group specific one, you do have to update that second one as well. So we're just going to call this international. So we need to add filters on both the event side and on the student side here. So again, we're just going to do another exists, and we're just going to do folder because maybe we have our international webinars or events or whatever they are in a specific folder. And I don't think this was in Clean Slate. I think I just added this myself. So we're just going to international. And again, because this folder is across the form types, I would recommend having different naming conventions for like forms, events, and schedulers, so you're not accidentally clicking in the wrong folder, because that would also be an issue. And then citizenship status, maybe that's how we are determining who an international student is. Maybe you're doing that with address, whatever it could be. So we're just going to say if they're a foreign national, and the event that we're trying, if the student receiving this is a foreign national, and the individual event that's being listed inside of that for loop is in the folder of international, show that event to that record receiving the email. If either of those aren't true, like the student is not a foreign national, or the student or the email, the event is not in that international folder, then we're going to suppress. And we're going to fix this as the student side of it right now. So, and you could do multiple types of these group specific and event specific pieces here, but this will be like the catch-all that we do is just other webinars. And you can just say update. So that way, you know, if you're adding something or you're updating one of your sets of filters, you know, like, hey, I also need to update this. And we're just going to exists, and we're just going to say folder. And we're just going to say not in international. Because if an event is not in that international folder, we want everyone to see it. So again, we need to have our group specific, but then we also need to have everything that's not group specific in this or statement here.